Ah, Troy, how's it going, mate? Can you hear me? Let me know if you can hear me, mate. Yep. Lesio 40,000. You can hear me, yeah? Roy. Yeah. Dieter. Newt. All right, good. 5 watching already. Sweet. All right. Let's wait for it to fill up a little bit, yeah? Got some stuff tonight for you lot. I've got some shit news as well, immediately as well. Something's happened. Dieter knows. Something just happened, and I'll tell in detail what happened, and Dieter doesn't even know the full details. But it's basically about my arse in the last 15 minutes. Who else we got? Say hello in the chat. Say hello and we'll get going. I got some boring audio talk first, which I know you love, right? And then we're going to get into some reviews of bike parts that you lot have been sending me all day. I've got a big list here. We're going to slag them off. I've got Microsoft. No, not even Microsoft. William, all right. Got Google Chrome open with some tabs already loaded. I've prepared. I'm that well prepared for you lot. We're going to slag some shit off. I haven't looked at bike parts for time, right? I can only assume that they're still rubbish. So I'm looking forward to seeing just how disastrous things are, just how expensive things are, and just how things are still like articles from What Hi-Fi with whatever is fashionable at the time overlaid on top. I'm looking forward to seeing if people still have moustaches and full sleeve tattoos. I'm assuming the people that have had those tattoos have still got them. But whether they show them off or not is another matter, isn't it? All right, I've got 8 people in the chat. Right, here's a question for you. I'm not fishing for money here, but can you see anywhere in this chat if there's a little option to pay me money? It should be at the bottom somewhere, because I don't know if I can see it, because I'm not sure if I can pay myself. Where are we? Let me know if you can see that in the bottom. I'm looking at one of my other accounts to see if it's there. Because I set it up today. Feel free to give me £1 million. Oh, that says I'm live. Here we go. Pound. Yeah, you can. You can. Super chat is visible. D123, yes, super chat is visible. All right. Now, look at that. Look at that. Dieter Carlita has just given me $1. $1. That is my first donation. All right. That's my first donation. Wow, I'm honoured. Fuck it. I've made it big time now. My own girlfriend has given me $1. All right. That feels a bit like, I don't know if any of you lot have ever decided to make music in your life or do anything involving art. Oh, Lesio? No way. What's a PLN? Can someone tell me what a PLN is? Is that... whatever that is... We'll get to Dieter's comment in a minute. Whatever a PLN is, whatever 5 PLN is, Lesio, I'm extremely grateful for this. Especially at the moment, Polish zloty. Wow. So, hey, Lesio, I'm sorry for not knowing what that was. I should do, considering my fucking job. But that is amazing. I'm gobsmacked. I didn't think anyone would do that. That is really nice of you. Thank you. Yeah. You're from Poland. We get a lot of Polish people in the United Kingdom in England, where I'm from, mate. and I've had some fucking good fun with some Polish people in England, getting up to all sorts of mischief. So very welcome here, my friend. All right. Are you in Poland at the moment? If you are, tell me what Poland's like. I know. Lesio's the MVP at the moment. Bloody hell. Are we buffering here, or is it going all right? Let's just have a look. All right. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec. I'm just seeing if my computer's still working. Yeah, it's all right. Cool. It's on full lockdown, is it? All right. Well, I wish you and all your Polish friends and family the best. All right. As I said, I had some great fun with Polish people in England before, and I like you lot. So that's great. And I'm not just saying that because you've given me a fiver, but I genuinely mean it. All right. So yeah. Right then, we've got 15 people. I've done a bit of work for you. Ham Beanie was kind enough, he'll be in later on, he was kind enough to post my previous effort for my previous live stream on his channel, because he's big time now, all right? Yeah, he's big time now. The student has become the master in a way, although, well, all right. But I've decided, in order to pay him back for that, I've decided not today, but in another live stream, I'm going to be teaching you lot how to do audio. And we together are going to be making a Hello Hambini Fans Techno remix. All right. So I've started it already, and I've used Ableton, which we've got in front of me. Can all of you see the software that's in front of me at the moment? In front of you. Can you see the audio software? Let me know if you can see it. Let me know if you can see the audio software. Yes, you can. All right. Now, before we get into that, I just need to address Dita's disgusting comment that she's made earlier. She has given me an Australian dollar, and she said that was for 2 hours ago. So what she's done there is she has admitted live on the internet, which when it's on the internet, it stays there forever, that she is essentially guilty of soliciting prostitution. All right, me being the prostitute and her being the whatever they call them, the sidewalk, the crawler, the guy goes around hunting up the girls. All right, so in many ways, this relationship here, I'm Julia Roberts and she's Richard Gere. All right. Yeah, home counties. I will tell him to get his audio sorted out. Yeah. Although Dita is yet to stick a hamster up her arse. Yet. All right. But I feel that as we get older and mature together, I mean, we're going to get bored, aren't we? So a hamster's probably going to go up her arse at some point. All right. And when I say her arse, I mean, what's mine is hers and all that. So it's probably going to go up my ass. Anyway, Andre, how are you, man? Still alive then? Good to know. How's Italy? You're not in Italy? Yep. Dark Gigolo, yeah. This is a first for me as well. Dale, how you going, man? How you going? How you going? How are you going? Right, so you can see all this software in front of you, right? Let's have a look. What I've done here, I've loaded a wavetable synthesizer. Slovenia, yeah. Hey, Danny. Oh, you're in Slovenia, are you? Right. Oh yeah, of course. Right. Hey, Andre, I've got a mate from Slovenia, right? I got a mate from Slovenia, and his name's Danny, and he's an absolute maniac, and he's into rollerblading. If you know him, I mean, if you know him, you'll know him. All right. We're going to get on with the shit story in a minute. All right. Okay. We'll do the shit story first, then we'll get into the audio chat. Right. So I was setting this audio up, and I was downloading one of Hambini's videos to play around with audio, and all of a sudden I was like, "Ooh, I feel a bit weird in my lower area." My sort of, when I say lower area, I mean like below my chin. There was this sort of pressure, like a gurgling pressure that went down my body, and I was like, "Ooh." I thought, I feel like something's going to come out, right? And I thought that it was just going to be a bit of, I don't know, a bit of a fluff. So I leant back in the chair, because I don't have my Herman Miller at the moment, because I sold it. I had to get a new one. So I'm on a little, you don't know, well, that's a shame. But probably for the best that you don't know him. Probably for the best Andre that you don't know him. Let's maintain that arrangement, okay? So anyway, I was there and I felt this pressure start in my solar plexus, like I've been punched, and it worked its way down, and it felt like, at first it felt like a load of air, and then it felt like, well, I'm going to say a hamster crawling around my guts. I was like, oh, is this like some sort of, what do you call it? Like the opposite of a premonition about what's going to happen when I'm 50. And then it sort of solidified into what I can only describe as a sort of a marble working its way around my gut. Then it sort of disappeared and I thought I was all right. Then all of a sudden, well, I thought, I think I've shit myself. So I put my hand down the back of my trousers and I felt down in my bum. It wasn't a full shitting, but there was a bit of poo. So I had to go to the toilet. Bear in mind, I'm wearing Dieter's Garfield pyjamas with no underpants on. Colon cancer. So I went across to the toilet. Yeah, it was. And then, but I had to still have my hand at the back of my trousers because I didn't want to take it out before I got to the toilet. So I thought, hang on a minute. If I do that, then Garfield's a goner. So then I pulled them down, sat in the toilet, wiped my hand on the tissue, and then I had massive loads of diarrhea for a bit, which Dieter heard and shouted out. I'm going to do an impression of what Dieter, she said, "Fucking hell, mate, what's that?" You know, that's how she talks. And I said, darling, it's just me excreting. She went, "Fucking hell, mate, what's up with your fucking ass, mate?" And I went, "Well, no, darling, there's nothing up with my ass. I've just pooed myself." And she went, "Well, fucking better get on with it, mate. Your fans on the internet are going to be waiting." And I went, "Yeah, that is true, yeah." So then I cleaned up and I came in here for you guys, and here I am. So that's that. So I shit myself 5 minutes before this. Anyway, let's ignore all that. Although feel free if anyone wants to pay me $1 for that story, that'd be good. Anyway, so we're doing, first of all, we're talking about this Ham Beanie remix I've got in the pipeline. You know, I'm basically a god of techno, all right? God of techno. There's this new cunt called SNTS, or SNTS. He's nicked my vibe, right? If any of you know SNTS, he's stolen my entire identity, you fucking little prick. I'm the king, I'm the dark lord of techno. So anyway, home count is Shakespearean, yeah? Shitsperian. We're going to do a Ham Beanie remix. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to use Ham Beanie's vocals. Now, we're not going to get into it properly yet. We're going to do this maybe tomorrow or the next day. Hey, in fact, we could have a real long session tomorrow because I ain't working. Scooter. Who doesn't like Scooter, mate? Yeah. So what I did is I downloaded Ham Beanie's vocals, and then I made a little synth thing from them. I'm going to play them now on the keyboard. Excuse me. That's my burp. I'm probably going to puke as well after shitting myself. I'm going to try not to make my speakers feedback, but here we go. Tell me if you can hear this. Not that me banging the fucking mic with my arm like a dickhead. You ready? That's what I've got so far. All right. That's what I've got so far. All right. So we're going to use that. That's going to be the sort of the essence of the banging Ham Beanie, hello Ham Beanie fans and welcome techno remix, which we're going to get him involved in. We might get Dieter on guest vocals. Yep. And we could probably get my two cats to meow along to it. And then we could record the cunt who lives next door, who sounds like a dead chicken. It sounds like a chicken being murdered every time she talks. That could be good. All right, so that's what we've got then. That's the audio for now. We'll get into it tomorrow. Right then, the topic of the day then, as I've promised you, is... hello, Peter. we're talking about all the new shit. You lot have been recommending me stuff to analyze quickly and then slag off. All right, so we're gonna do that now. I've got Google Chrome. Tell me if you can see that. Tell me if you can see that. Can you see that? Let me know if you can see that Google Chrome. Let me know. Yep. Sweet. All right. You can see shifters. All right. So the first thing we're going to review, first thing I'm going to review is this new group set from China called the Sensor Empire. All right. Sensor Empire. Now, I'm not going to really dwell too much on this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to look at it. I'm going to tell you what I think about it. One, the first thing, my first impression, should we say? My first impression is that blade, the bit that you hold, the brake blade, looks cheap and horrible. It looks like you'd hold it and it would be like the feeling of disappointment. It would be like, I don't know what it's like to be a woman, but it would probably be like chatting to a guy on the internet for months and months and months and then meeting him and then putting your hand down the front of his trousers and feeling just a sort of something like that sort of that little disappointing nub there, and then you have to sort of look at him and go, oh, yeah, it'd be like that. All right, that's really that. Ex-SRAM engineers, well, that's all right. Well, all right, Dale. Well, we're gonna look at this one anyway. That's the one. That's the only one that came up when I googled it. That there gives me the sort of heebie-jeebies of cheapness. It's that sort of ridge there that I'm not liking. When you compare that to a Dura Ace, which is just perfectly samurai sworded, right? Amazing, perfect. This just looks horrible. Not to say that it's bad, but I don't know. I think it's a double tap system, isn't it? Like SRAM, which would make sense if what Andre's saying is right. He tore your hands off, yeah. Let's have a look at that then. This is the rear mech. I mean, this whole vibe that it's made by SRAM makes sense, doesn't it? All right. He loves the way I say Dura Ace. Oof. Do I say it like I love it? Does it come out? Do you get a sense of love behind my sound when I say it? Yeah, that looks like a SRAM red, doesn't it, from a few years ago, just that's been sprayed grey by E2E. I've touched so many bike parts in my life, right? And I've worked in bike shops and all that. So I just know what that'll feel like to hold it. And I know the quality, and it doesn't. Dura Arche, yeah. Italians say a lot of things. Mainly arg. I'm dying of corona at the moment. That's horrible. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't like it. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't like the look of it. It might work really well. I don't like the look of it. Everyone's just out what I've said. These jockey wheels look a little bit big for me as well. I'm of the opinion that jockey wheels should be as small as possible, just because I can't choose big ones. Probably they are better big, but whatever. So I'm saying I don't like it. And this photo's been photoshopped to fuck. So probably when you get it in real life and hold it, it just looks junk. Next. That looks... It does look wank, yeah. That looks like it's going to fucking bend to shit. It looks like it's made out of... I don't even know what it looks like it's made out of. It looks like it's made... Right. That looks like... You've been to Japan before. That looks like, when you go to a restaurant in Japan and they have a little plastic model of the food outside. That looks like a plastic model of a front mech. I can't imagine how that would exert any force onto the front mech. And aluminium foil, yeah, that's right. That colour says, I hope you're right above it. George, hello mate. You've been fucking good with the old bants recently. All right, Nix. Yeah, so that looks like it wouldn't fucking shift anything. Now, and as we all know, right? As we all know, yeah, only Shimano have really ever managed to make a front mech that sort of halfway works. SRAM front mechs are incredibly shit. I was working in the bike shop in Australia this time last year, and fuck, the amount of people that came in with SRAM front mechs that didn't work, unreal. And no matter what me and the other guy was working there, who was also, I'm bigging myself up here, but also he was bloody good at engineering, bloody good at bike mechanics, and he was fucking experienced and handy. Even he couldn't get them running properly, and we had to just sort of wing it. That whole yaw trim thing, man, the whole SRAM front mech system is just gash. It's probably them that's like petitioning for this one buy thing, isn't it? Just so they don't have to make them anymore. Yeah, that looks rubbish. That looks like a really old. That looks like a 2 generations old Tegra or 105 front mech, doesn't it? I'm saying that's really not going to work. And also the other thing as well, I hate, they've riveted that bit. That should never be riveted. That should always be a screw, so you can undo it and take the front mech off without having to split your chain. I know people use them split links, but come on. Right. So we've got to go back. That is Chinesium. There you go. That's the whole group set together. I did read a user review as well, saying that saying that the front mech had no trim on it, so that it didn't. You know, with the Shimano one, you'll shift it and it'll go chick chick, and it will almost have a sort of pre click, right? This one apparently just it's on or off, and there's no trim ability. And then if you're sort of absent-mindedly shoving it when you're riding, like you're pushing down hard, the mechanism is so badly made inside. I don't know if you've ever taken apart a front mech, a front shifter, right? But it's basically it's like a ratchet. It's a ratchet that clicks around the cable and pulls it in as you push. So it sort of goes tick, tick, and then it ratchets like that. And there's a couple of little weird levers that go on in here that Shimano have figured out. If you push it there too hard when it's already at its top position, the little mechanism inside can come off because it's really badly made. And then, yeah, you have to sort of stop and get something to shove inside it and pop it back in. It's crap, apparently. The new mech has, all right, I'll tell you what, Dale, I think I might be slagging off a previous generations thing here, but indulge me, yeah? All right, let's have a look at that. And that's the full group set. I mean, it looks all right. I think it just looks a bit cheap and nasty. And I don't trust it from a distance, having seen all that fucking shit. What was that other company that was rubbish? Microshift, they were shit. And there was another one called, starting with a B. I saw one of their chains just snapping off from pedaling once. That was fucked. Would I buy this? Probably not. The price is cheap as fuck. It's like 100. It's cheap. You lot can Google it, man. Well, I'll tell you what we could do. Well, here's an idea. If you wanted to, and I'm addicted to it now because I got 5 Polish dollars earlier. You lot could donate all the money and I could buy one if you wanted, or not. €100 for the whole group set. Well, all right. As long as you, but you don't get a chain, do you? You don't get a chain or a cassette or anything like that. You just get the shifters and the mechs. Well, whatever. I'm sure there's a market for it. Right, so that's that. That sensor, I'm saying that's a no from me. It's a no for me. But I will have, for Dell, I will have a look at the next generation one at some point. All right. Let's get into the next thing. Look at this. How do you say this name? Magin? 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 Magina? I don't know. Oh, it's $250 for the whole group. So what cranks do you get? Do they make their own cranks? In fact, I could just look at that. Let's move on. All right. How do you say that? Magina. Mingen. It's Mingen. Andre says it's Mingen. David. All right, David. Okay. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll reserve judgment on it, and I will have a look. Look at the weld on that then. And I will have a look at the new one, and I'll have a proper little deep dive into it. But that was my first impression. My first impression, I could feel the chalkiness of it all. I could feel that sort of slightly rough surface. But yeah, right. If it works, it works. Cool. We'll have a look later. Anyway, let's get on to Minjin. Now this company was recommended to me. I'd never heard of this. I'd never heard of that sensor thing. I'd never heard of this. I've been out of the game, lads. So this is a indoor trainer and power meter outfit. All right. Now I've got a little theory about power meters and shit. The ones that are all coming out of China. My theory is that they're all coming out of the same factory, all right, and they're just putting different little plasticky outside bits on them. And I'm going to show you that in a minute with the next tab. But let's have a look at this. Let's look at this. We've got products. I'm not that interested in bike trainers, all right, because I don't know. I don't know much about them, to be honest. The last time I had a bike trainer, it was I had to put my back wheel in it, sit it down, and I just pedal. There was no controls. It was literally just a bit of friction. There was none of this this was way before Zwift and all that shit. All right. So we're just going to look at the power meters. What annoys me about websites sometimes is they overly complicate all this drop down stuff, so that you can't just click on the whole category. You have to look at the individual one. And then if you want to look at another one, you've got to go back there and look at it. Why can't they let me click on that and then look at all of them together? Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to right click and open in a new tab. Right. This is their power meter. All right. Now that is a photoshopped Dura-Ace crankset. Right. And it's got a Minjin little thing there, which does the drive side. And then on the other side, it's got a Pioneer, Stages, 4iii, all that sort of lot, crank arm based solution. There you go. That's that. All right. Clicking with the scroll wheel. Yeah, that does it. All right. Oh, cheers for the hint there, Del. All right. I'll try that next time. I'll try it for you. We can see. Problem is though, when I click down on my scroll wheel, I sometimes go and stick it forward because I'm a bit of a spastic. So, yeah. Only 25 grams. All right. It is a power meter for a crank, and it's got a little chart on it, and it weighs not much, and it comes in different colours. Yeah. Multicolour shell, no matter what colour of bicycle, no full stop, uppercase T, there is always one for her. This is interesting. Let's think about who her might be. That could mean her. They're saying that her is your bike because it's traditional, isn't it? To name a vehicle with a woman's name, right? Or her could be your girlfriend, all right? So they're trying to be sexist and say that all girls like girly colours, but I'm not seeing any girly colours there apart from the teal, perhaps, all right? What I actually think her refers to is the alter ego, the weekend smeared lipstick, wearing a pizzazz wig, wearing heels that make you 6'7", fishnets with your leg hair sticking through, going down a certain club for very niche interests, kind of her, right? They'll have a name, this name might have a name like Oena, right, which may be similar to whoever buys this thing's male name, and is just a way for them to let off steam, just a way for them to get in touch with their more sensitive side, and a way just to sort of explore another side of life that they don't see in the male-driven world of hard office work. You know, we all get stressed. We all get stressed, and we all have imaginations, and we all wonder about things, don't we? Yeah. So I think that is who. I think that is who her refers to. Yeah, that's who her refers to. Let's scroll down then. Some fucking stats. Are you ready then, lads? or ladettes. Okay, power accuracy, 1.5%. Right, let's be really clear here. Hang on a minute. Do you know what I'm trying to look for? I'm trying to look for a fucking charger for my phone. Bloody phone's running out, mate. I've got a Corsair K70 keyboard. In the back of this keyboard, it's got a fucking USB port, mate. So you can charge stuff from the back of your keyboard. Fuck me. Incredible. Who thinks of this stuff? Do you know what I love? I love nerds. There you go, my phone's charging. What was I talking about? Yeah, power accuracy. Power accuracy on power meters for the average person means jack shit. As long as it's not like 25% inaccurate, one, how the fuck are you going to know? Two, why do you care? If any of you actually trained with a power meter, right? Here's how it goes, and I've said this before. When you train with a power meter and you get quite strong, you just go, right, I'm gonna leg it up there for 7 minutes. All right, I'm gonna leg it up there for 7 minutes, and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna try and do it around 300 watts, and that's gonna be fun. When I get to 2 minutes, I'm gonna feel like I want to die. Then I get to 4 minutes, I'm gonna basically transcend this planet. When I get to 6 minutes, I'm gonna feel elated. 7 minutes, I'm gonna black out. All right. Now, when you're doing that and you're you're looking down, looking up, so you don't crash into old ladies walking their dogs. You're looking at the number on your computer. As long as it's got a 3 in front of it, and it's sort of around, you don't even know what the fuck is the number, right? There's no way you're going to be going, fuck, 310 watts. It's just gone up by, hang on a minute. I'm definitely, my legs can hold 310 watts exactly, right? For 7 minutes. I know because I'm that fucking good at riding. Oh, hang on a minute. It says 314 now. What the fuck? It's 1.5% out. Who thinks that? Nobody. All you're thinking when you're looking down at your power meter is going, fuck, I'm over 300, fuck, oh, it's nearly 400, fuck, it's slow. Oh no, it's gone under, fuck, try harder. No one cares. No one fucking cares. So all that is stupid. That's just to sort of try and differentiate themselves, isn't it? Because I equate that to, like, you know back in the 90s when Gillette was trying to beat Wilkinson Sword, those two razor companies, and they were like, Wilkinson Sword came out with a razor. They're like, hang on a minute, we've got a razor that's got 2 razors. This one's got 2. Look. And then the marketing guys at Gillette were like, fuck me, they're selling loads. How are we going to beat this? And they sell that for a week. Then one guy comes in and goes, right, don't shoot me for this, yeah? But how about we make one with 3? And everyone was like, this guy, right? Promote to CEO now. They made one with 3. Boom, boom, boom. 4, 5, 6, fucking 10 blade razor came in. Makes no fucking difference, does it? Right? Same thing with this percentage. It's just jack shit. All right? All the other stats, the type. When they say type, right? What does that mean? That's just something they've invented to put in there to make you feel all hi-fi-y. Type. Yeah, listen, yeah? Listen, guys. This is a P35 dual-sided dual protocol. All right? Dual protocol. So, just so you know what that means, right? Everyone's like, yeah, I know what dual protocol is, right? Dave, do you know what yeah, Dave, yeah, I know what dual protocol is. Yeah, I've got a dual protocol power meter. And he's not going to admit that he doesn't know what a dual protocol power meter is because he thinks he'll look like a dickhead in front of his mates. But actually, that's it. Yeah, but what does dual protocol mean in this sense? No one knows. The weight, well, all right, that's pretty light. Left thickness, doesn't matter, irrelevant, right? As long as it's not going to bang into my fucking chain stay. Battery life, I don't know what an H is. The battery type. Yeah, here's a little thing I thought about this one, right? Now I've got a Type S Power 2 Max, as I blather on about all the time, all right? but and it uses batteries, but the new ones are all rechargeable. So I'm like, I always wished that mine was rechargeable, because changing the battery is a slight pain in the arse, right? A slight pain in the arse. But I would have thought like by now, 2020, all of them would be rechargeable. Having to use batteries, I don't know, seems odd. And also, I looked at the manual of this thing to get the battery out. Unlike the Quark ones that you just screw on the battery lid, which is handy when you're out of the shop, when you're out riding and your power meter packs up because the battery's run out and you forgot to charge it, you can just go into a convenience store, which I've seen people do in Japan, and just buy a battery, change it, and go, thank fuck, I can look if I'm 1.5% faster over this 500 kilometre ride. Yeah. This one, you need little Allen keys, but you need a tiny little fucking Allen key, a 1.5 mil Allen key to open this thing up, which says to me that's going to round off like fuck, especially if it gets a bit wet and it gets a bit corroded. Yeah, see you later, mate. Wireless connection, yeah, all good. Right, here's the main issue of this thing that I had. Yeah. And I read this in the manual. They go into a little bit more detail about this in the manual. In their warranty, right? Their warranty reflects this. This thing is not waterproof, it's splash proof. So their warranty says that if this has got any water damage at all, you ain't getting a fucking new one, mate. Sorry. Not good enough. The power range, again, a bit low. Hey, lads? Get a bit low, eh, lads? Only goes up to 3,000 watts. Bit low that. Bit low that, isn't it? All right. Cadence, only goes up to 240 watts, eh, lads? So it only goes up to 3,000 watts, and it only goes up to 240 RPM. All right. So for me, this power meter would be a sort of recovery ride power meter, really. I definitely need more. That's the joke I'm trying to say. I definitely need more than 240 RPM at 3,000 watts for anything other than a real puff. LGBT, a real puffy recovery ride. Also, I generally try and ride in more extreme conditions like this, although that does involve me getting in rockets and going to different planets. But I'm willing, that's how you go. All right. Zero calibration. 40 people in the chat. Yeah, that is a record. Say hello, everyone in the chat. 40 people, that's a lot. I'm glad you're all here. Yeah. Say hello as well. Get talking. Data functions, I don't care what that is. As long as it does your power. Excuse me. That's not a tonkao. That is a bit of bread. As long as it does the power, I don't care. Left and right balance. Has anyone ever used left and right balance on their power meter other than once or twice just to check if it's still that? I don't know how you can change it. Pedaling smoothness as well is a weird one. When you're going for it on your bike, right, when you're going hard, who the fuck can control what their legs do? Who's doing over 350 watts and going, you know what, I'm literally dying here, guys, but I'm going to be mindful. I'm going to be earthed and grounded about what my feet are doing now. I like to be smooth and calm. Don't sweat. Right? I like to feel the yin and the yang. Sorry, the yin and the yang. All right, I like to feel the earth spirit when I ride. Yeah, I'm smooth. I wear white shoes and white socks, and I don't smile at convenience store stops. And I certainly won't talk to the likes of you. Yeah. Who's doing that? No one. No one cares. Pedal smoothers, no one cares. It's just invented. They got these strain gauges, and like, what can we measure with this thing? All right, pedal efficiency. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, George. I'm similar. I was like 50, 57, 53, 47-ish. Weirdly, my left was stronger. Who gives a fuck, man? Nobody. Anyway, so that's that. I'm not gonna cast my vote on this one yet until I've shown you the next one, because hang on a minute, George. You bought vectors. I hope that the first word of that sentence means that this is a past tense thing. Had. All right. I hope that you've got rid of them. So. George, pedal power meters are. Well, listen, I only know this because I bought a pair. Yeah, oh, good boy, George. I bought a pair of Power Tap P1s, and I took them out for one ride, and it was the worst feeling of like, what do you call it, buyer's remorse I'd ever fucking had. And I managed to get a refund on them. Fuck, and I realised like, who pedal power meters a shit house. Anyway, let's go to the next thing then. Someone linked me up this. Yeah, let's just go back to that. So let's go back to that one, right? And then let's look at that. This one by XKD, right? By XKD looks like a sort of a Jippo rendition of that. You know when you play a computer game that's got really good 3D graphics, and you look at it, you look at the characters walking around, but then for some reason, you look at it, you think, oh, it looks like that, it looks well rendered. And then you walk closer to the character, and you get so close to the character that the vectors start to break up, and sometimes you can see through the character, and it looks a bit irreal. That looks like this one is that fucked up too closeness of that one, right? It's like when you go really up close to Lara Croft and you sort of go through her and you see like her face do all that. That's what that looks like to me. Yeah. So that's that. That's that. It's a bit, I don't know. I'm not seeing a product here. I'm just seeing a red triangle. Yeah. Okay. Now let's not judge them on this, but also have a look at the back. Have a look at the back there. It just looks like, I don't know. Del War, lads, hey, lads. Yeah. Oof. Don't know about. I've never even looked at her face. Yeah. Have you? Yeah. All I see is like, you know what I mean? Computer game. Anyway, let's get further into this. They've tried to do something here. I'm sensing. Also, what the fuck have they done to this Dura Ace? Someone, I don't know, give me $1 and then I'll give it to the doubt. Stefan, a $5. Oh wait, let's just pause this. I'm not being funny, right? But I can't believe I'm being given money for this. This is phenomenal. Oi, Stefan, that is extremely generous of you, mate. We've had a donation. We've had two donations prior to you. Let me just, for those of you who have just joined, I set up this little donation thing called Super Chat, I think, today. Didn't expect anyone to use it, right? I got $1, an Australian dollar from Dita, all right? She was paying me for services rendered because she is well, anyway, I'm a prostitute, is all I can say, yeah? And then we had some Polish money coming in from Lesio, 40,000, right? And now Stefan's giving me a $5. This is unbelievable. Right? I'm not. I usually am a bit of a piss taker, right? But I'm fucking grateful for this, mate. That's really nice of you. Thank you. Tell anyone who donates and shit. Just if you want me to do anything, just let me know. Yeah. All right, Ash. You missed the Ham Beanie synthesizer. Ash has just turned up. All right. Yeah, they have got an extra chromosome, mate. Yeah, they probably think that's good. Ash has just turned up. Ash is really the only person who gives a shit about audio who comes on here. So just for Ash, we're going to go back into Ableton and we're going to play him the Ham Beanie synth thing I've just made. Ash, I've made some Ham Beanie synth noises. Are you ready? That's it. There you go, Ash. There you go. Let's get back into this then. All right. Did that make you happy, Ash? Yeah. Stefan, anyway, let's get back to Stefan anyway, because he's donated a $5, which is amazing. Stefan, you're in England, are you? Are you in the UK, Scotland? Wales. How is it over there at the moment, mate? My mum and family there. So I don't know what it's like going on at the moment. Just let us know, yeah? And we'll get that fiver back to you somehow in the form of, I don't know, some sort of airlift out of there to Australia. Yeah, all right. Anyway, let's get back into two times power, okay? XKD, you've got this two times power thing, which just looks like, hang on a minute, that's better, which just looks like their one, doesn't it? Oils, how's it go, mate? Oh, fucking hell, oils just turned up. Oils, look, I made a hand beanie thing. There you go. So, yeah, what's the same? Yeah, that looks like that. So all they've done is they've put a non-drive side crank power thing on there, which is the same as the Stages one, same as the Pioneer one, same as all the other ones. And then they've put that one on there, which looks like, who does that? Oh, that's also Pioneer, isn't it? Yeah. All that. Well, I'll tell you what, we're gonna get more. That was just a little. That was a taster. We're making a full Hambini techno track probably tomorrow, and I'm gonna make it really, really fucking heavy. It's not gonna be fun. This, right? All right. It's gonna be heavy as fuck. Now, look at this. That there looks photoshopped. Here, all right. Here's a little graph. Can anyone tell me what's going on here? Can anyone? So they've got their own one, the XKD2 power, and they've got the Favero Asioma. Someone mentioned Asioma pedals earlier, didn't they? Hang on. Is the Favero Asioma Duo, is that a pair of pedals? I can't be fucked to Google it. I reckon that's a pair of pedals, isn't it? Oh, you? Okay. So this person here has been pootling along, and then they've fanged out a nice little 800 watt effort. All right, that's pretty good. Then they've pooed along again for another few minutes, and then they've gone, oh, fuck me. I'm so knackered after doing that. I'm gonna have to chill out here for a bit. But I'm not gonna smile at anyone. All right, I'm gonna just look around like old Ronnie, okay? And I'm not even gonna, if anyone smiles at me, I'm not gonna smile back, I'm just gonna look away, okay? And then he was probably at this point here, whoever it was, I'm saying it was Ronnie, they got Ronnie to do it. He was stood outside 7-Eleven in Japan, right? Because he feels a connection with the Japanese. He doesn't live there, but he really likes them. You know what I mean? They're so special to him. He was standing outside 7-Eleven and he was having a puke. He puked in a bin, that's right. He puked in a bin, he was like, hang on a minute, I've just puked up loads of SIS energy shake that I got as brand ambassador for SIS. So I better go and get some more food. Okay. Yo, can you hear me? I think my camera's fucked. I know what it was. Dieter, you sent me a message and it fucked my phone up. Right, hang on a minute, lads. Let me just get my camera back on, yeah? All right, yo. Let me just sort this out, yeah? Let me just sort this out. I know you want to see my beautiful face, don't you? What's going on here? All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a bit, yeah? Technology's fucking annoying, isn't it? All this. You would have thought they'd sort it out by now. Yo, can you see me now, yeah? Can you see me now, yeah? Let me know if you can see me now. Yes. All right, cool. Fuck. That was close. That was close. Dita sent me a message about something, and I hadn't turned off my messenger on my phone, and then it fucked up, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why Ronald McDonald's back in the limelight. Someone just suggested him to me to Photoshop, and I thought it'd be funny. So I've brought him back in the limelight because I'm a bit of a prick like that. Anyway, what was I saying? So anyway, yeah, so at 12 minutes, Ronnie's puked outside 7-Eleven. And then he's spoken to some little Japanese kid, and he said, "Hey man, konnichiwa. Can you suggest watashi a namimano?" And then the kid looked at him and went, I guess he's asking for a drink. So the kid thought it would be funny to then go into 7-Eleven and say, and go to the drinks cabinet, and the kid says, "Yo, Ronnie, just give me 300 yen. That'll do, and I'll get you a nice lemony drink, a Japanese one, which is a bit of like an energy drink, right?" Dieter's just pointed out the amazing pronunciation that people do of the Japanese tool company Makita in Australia. Do you know what they call Makita in Australia? They call it Makita, Toyota. Yeah, all that shit. Anyway, so this Japanese kid outside 7-Eleven takes Ronnie's 300 yen off him, all right? And then he goes into the drinks cabinet at the back of 7-Eleven, all right? Gets him this sort of tall can that's got little sort of diamond shapes in the metal and little lemons and stuff on it. It looks all nice. Takes it to the front, and he's talking to the cashier woman for quite a while and pointing outside and stuff. And he's like, wonder what that kid's talking about. Anyway, the woman looks outside and waves to Ronnie. And then Ronnie goes, yeah, because he thinks like they're just being friendly. And the woman then starts talking to the kid, and then the kid gives her the money, and then he takes it out, blah, blah. Anyway, and then the kid says, "Oh, I got you a drink." And then Ronnie goes, "Oh, arigato." And the kid says, yeah. And then the kid just fucks off. And then he stands there just waiting for Ronnie to drink it. So Ronnie cracks this thing open and takes a sniff of it. He's like, "It smells weird. It tastes fermented." He's up against it though, Ron, because he's got another 10 minutes to ride to test these Favero Asiomo duos and his ex Katie Palmy that he's brand ambassador for both of. So he glugs this fucking drink, right? And he's like, "Oh God, that feels a bit." No, I'm good though, because it's Japanese, so it must be good. He looks at the can, and then on the can it says strong zero, right? It says strong zero, and he says it's like 12% or something. He's like, well, it must be like 12% caffeine or something, because he can't read all the letters on it. He just puts it down. Anyway, he gets back on his bike, and he feels all sort of energised a bit because just the sheer amount of sugar in this fucking drink. And then he puts in this effort here. So there he is, he's riding along. And then pretty much all of a sudden, after about a minute, he starts to feel a bit weird. And he fights it off. He thinks, "I'll be all right." And then he starts to feel like he's going to shit himself a bit. Then he starts to feel a bit dizzy. It's kicking in fast. Then he feels all sort of happy and giddy, like a feeling that he hasn't felt for a long time. And then he starts to feel all energised and stuff, and like he's all on top of the world and everything's funny and then he really just fucking decks it. All right, he just decks it, and then here he's sick again. He's sick again because what that child has brought him is a 12% alcohol can of strong zero, which is the most brutal drink in the world. From there, Ronnie has to get the kid. Ronnie has to get the kid and his mate to stand on each pedal, right? And then help him ride the bike along like a clown, because he knows that he's so fucking drunk now that he can't put in any wattage that will be anything other than embarrassing for his brand ambassadorships. And then he gets the kids, so like a clown would do, like Ronald McDonald would do. He has one kid on one pedal, then he's got his leg on that pedal, and he's got another kid on that pedal, and then one kid sort of has his hand on, he has to hold on to Ronnie's sort of nipple area like that, hard, like that, and then the other kid is holding onto that nipple area really fucking hard, like that, all right? And then and then the kid sort of pulls it down, and because Ronnie's just drunk now, right? So he ordinarily he wouldn't really be into 7-year-old kids pulling hard on his nipples while he's riding his bike, but for some reason he feels sort of free and easy, and he's into it, so he starts to enjoy it. All right. Anyway, these kids like sort of weighting down and pulling his nipple on that side like that, like a bell, and then the other kid, he sees that he goes over the top of the power curve, so he yanks down on Ronnie's nipple to get a real load of fucking purchase, and then stomps on this pedal. And you can see here they managed to get all the way. They did this for a few minutes, and then they really started to, when Ronnie started getting quite excited around the sort of 60 minute 30 bit, and they really got a good rhythm going. Then all of a sudden, I think he started realising what he was doing and chilled out a bit. They carried on doing that as normal. Then he started getting tired, and the kids had to start telling him to sort of put a bit of fucking effort in. Anyway, it just went on and on and on and on and on. And then he finished the ride, and he let the kids go. He invited them back to his apartment, but they didn't want to come because they weren't into foreign guys. All right, and that was the end of that story, really. Yeah. So what we've got here is the power curve of these cranks. So they look all right. What I'm saying is they look all right. I sort of can't be fucking bothered to even look at this. I don't care. And I don't care about that. And I don't care about that, especially because it looks like it's shit, right? I don't care about that. And I don't care about that. All right? But this looks all right. But I think my point here is that I reckon it's all like power meters from China are like the new Fast Sports blank rims from China. I reckon they're all coming out of the same factory, and then these secondary companies are buying them up and then selling them, right? And they're probably buying a fuckload of Shimano cranks to put them on, and they all work about the same. So I reckon this one here, this Magine or this XKD, probably the same fucking thing, all right? But, right, they do have, and I noticed, a far superior, as we all know, spider fucking thing. Yeah, there you go. Look, a spider-based power meter. This is going to be better, all right? This is going to be better. It looks like it's rechargeable as well. Look at that. It looks like it's rechargeable. Rechargeable, it's got 150 hours battery life. Accuracy is the same, although it doesn't actually matter. Weight's pretty fucking light. And all that. And it's got the same power curve. Ronnie did the same ride. Yeah. Hang on, it is the same thing. Now, my only issue with this is, if you're going to get this, you have to get a SRAM or... No, hang on, what crank do you have to use? You have to use a SRAM or rotor crank, I believe. I could be wrong here. Or it might just be rotor. Now, as you all know, I used to be the brand ambassador for Rotor in Australia for a short period of time, for about 5 months. And by brand ambassador, that doesn't mean I was promoting them, right? It means I was, in fact, it was a bit of a stupid name for the job. I wasn't brand ambassador. Oh, the name was brand ambassador, but really I was like sales manager, ordering and account manager, I guess, doing that sort of thing. So I was on the phone and on email to Rotor all the time saying, why haven't you fucking sent us this? Why have you done this warranty? Why is your order form so fucking insane? Why haven't you watched my Excel video on how to use Excel properly? Because what you've made there is impossible to use, blah, blah, blah. Rotor are really sales rep. No, because I wasn't promoting it. I was just ordering. I was like doing the back end stuff. So I was like, I would look at all the inventory we had, look at all the orders we had, work out how much they needed. I would evaluate new products to see which ones we should get in, how many we should get based on previous year's sales modelling. I was an Excel nerd for Rotor and Mavic and Look. All right. So I'm pretty familiar with Rotor and all their stuff. And I have to say, these Rotor Aldo cranks are all right. They're not brilliant. They're all right. I don't like the finish on them. They're sort of rough sandpapery finish. I don't like the way they look, really. And their Rotor have got a history of making some pretty insane decisions with their bolts and their cinch bolts on the cranks going onto the axle and stuff. So I feel they're a bit, I don't know. But they seem to have almost become the standard sort of third-party crank arm for a lot of these power meters now, which I suppose is not a bad thing, but it just seems a shame that Rotor have managed to get that niche because, I don't know, they just annoyed me a bit. Anyway, so there you go. That's that then. So these power meters now are becoming a bit ubiquitous out of China, all right? Well, D123, Power2 Max has a massive array of different splines cut in that can use all different types of crank arms. I have a Power2 Max using Cannondale, right? But the rotor crank that Power2 Max will offer will be the Aldo because that's their top of the line crank. All right, yeah, right then. Another one I haven't even looked at is this one, Le Col X Wahoo. Now, I don't know if Dita's drifted off or whatever, but I think this is going to annoy the fuck out of her, so I'm just going to send her a message. Where is she? I'll tell her to watch now because she'll be annoyed if she misses this. All right, Le Col and Wahoo, right? Beach has already fucking responded. Oh God, right? Oh God, just regard this cunt. Yeah, what is this fucking shit? What is it? Le Col and Wahoo, X Wahoo. I thought that whole X thing was gone now. Right? Look at this guy. Look at him. He's doing blue steel, isn't he? He's doing that. Beach just says absolute. Yeah. He's doing that blue steel thing, isn't he? He's doing that blue steel. He's just squinting in the near distance, like going, There's a lot of blokes who think that women find that sort of thing attractive. I mean, some women might, but I don't know. I hope that they don't. Anyway, I haven't even scrolled down here, man. Let's have a look. Okay. Why is his top see-through? I'll tell you why, Dita. Because he is a fucking fanny. Yuck. Yeah. Now, look at that. Oi, Dita. Look at that. Indoor training jersey. Indoor training jersey. This cunt puts on all that shit to train on his bike in his garage. Who puts a fucking full kit on to train inside? You lot have trained inside before on trainers. Some of you, I guess, right? Let me tell you, how fucking hot do you get, right? When I used to train, 250 quid, I know. That's it, oils, isn't it? It's indoor training selfies for Instagram. What a fucking wank, yeah? Pyjamas for indoor sport, naked, yeah? I'll tell you some stories in a minute. I used to train indoors quite a bit on my bike in Japan when I was starting to get fit and shit again, right? Even in the middle of winter, I would sweat so fucking much. My preparation for training, the longest bit, right, was having to put cling film all around my stem, my headset, all the way around my bars and on my fucking bar tape. Literally the amount of sweat that pours off you when you're on an indoor trainer. Those little catcher things, the little triangle little things, the little bikinis you buy, they don't stop any of it. And your hands, you get so fucking sweaty. Why is you doing this? Right? This is the equivalent of swimming pool. Yeah, exactly, George. Your whole steerer tube just fills up with water, right? It's ridiculous, right? This is, how do I say this without sounding, This is one of the gayest things I've seen. And I don't mean gay as in gay. I mean gay as in gay. Do you know what I mean? Right. Why would you do all that? Fuck me. An indoor training long sleeve warm-up jersey. Where is he indoor training? Is he indoor training in a Marks and Spencer's overnight freezer that he works in? What the fuck? A cap for training indoors. This is, it's gone too far now. Sleeveless indoor training, right? Indoor training kit. Yeah, Dieter. It's nonsense marketing for things, yeah. It's functionally redundant, yeah. When you're training indoors, man, right, here's how I used to train indoors. When I first tried it, I put my kit on thinking I was cool. Within a couple of minutes, once you've gone past like 5-10 minutes, right, when you're starting to get a bit heated, that jersey just comes off and you're there just in your shorts. I'd take the straps down, just have them down. Sometimes I would just train naked, right? And it was weird for me. So when you're a man, you've got testicles, right? And a penis. When you were wearing cycling shorts, they're sort of held in a little sort of cute hamster pod, lads, am I right? And it holds all that away from the seat. When you are naked, sat on your seat, your balls sit on them, and your nutsack is a real sort of like a balloony sort of skin, isn't it, when it gets all hot? That sits on top of the seat. You ever got a balloon and put water in it and then roll that balloon around on the table? It's like that. It sort of rolls over, it rolls and conforms to the contour, right, of the seat. And then when you ride, you can see your balls sat there just like inside the sack and your cock just doing that, right? It's fascinating but worrying. So, yeah. Dieter's sweating in her knickers after one deadlift. Oof. Sweaty knickers, eh, boys? Put an F in the chat if you like a nice sweaty woman. Right. Yeah, exactly. Everyone is just sweating like fuck, aren't they, when they're on the indoor trainer? This stuff is redundant. Fully redundant, like everyone's just said. A condom for your bike. Yeah. You've got to wrap that fucking bike up. Andre likes a sweaty woman. Nice, mate. Nice. So I think it's safe to say that none of us are going to be buying this Le Col X Wahoo indoor thing. Waynos, I think you might be new to this channel, mate. Yeah, that's all. That's you know that all dance music essentially boils down to techno in the end. Techno is the essence of dance music. All the other stuff is sort of derivatives and layers on top of what is essentially a kick drum and a bass. The equivalent in this chat, Waynos, is cock and balls and shitting talk. That's almost like the essence of this, the techno essence. Anything else on top is just dressing. So, yeah. Yeah, why do we need a hat for indoors? We don't, do we? Anyway, we're going to get rid of that shit. Next then, just to continue this, Castelli have got in on it. Castelli have made their own indoor jersey. I like how they've called it an insider, right? Insider. To make it, like inside, like I know what you don't, man, like insider track. All these words they fucking use to make you feel cool for liking it. Fuck me, man. $119 for a thing. If that's got pockets, who needs pockets when you're inside, cunt? Who needs pockets when you're inside? What are you going to keep in there? Puncture repair kit, right? A gel. Just put it on the fucking chair there. Fuck me. Who needs pockets when you're inside? Who needs pockets? Dieter's just laughing. Who needs pockets when you're inside? Nobody, right? Why have they put pockets there? Anyway, That's that. This has annoyed me quite a bit. I didn't think, well, all right. The down universe has calmed us all down with some sort of logic. You might be right there, mate, but let's just pretend that that's not a thing so we can carry on getting angry. All right, so yeah, Lacole X Wahoo and Insider Jersey by Castelli. None of us are buying that, right? And if I tell you what, if I do fucking buy this Insider Jersey, right? If you lot keep donating money like you've been doing tonight, I'm going to be a millionaire soon. And if I do get enough money to buy one of these, I'm going to buy it. And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bloody well ride it outside. Fuck them. Yeah? Yeah? I'm going to ride that jersey outside and that will show them. Yeah? That will show them how stupid they are. Right? Yeah. Yeah, bloody Beach's entire life is just sitting on Zwift, isn't it? And he doesn't, even he finds it stupid. Exactly. All right? Do you know what this needs? Needs a bit of that. Anyway, so that's the clothing has gone so far, all right? Count to Castelli, yeah, look, cunt of Castelli. Clothing has peaked. Right, it's so fucking far gone. Hey, Beach, you should. Wait, do you know what you should do? What's it called? Only for you. Only yours. Only for you. You should do a naked streaming for gay men on Only for You or Only Looking. Only what's it called? You know what I mean? That fucking thing, right? I'm not being funny, mate. Right, but you occupy that gap between a top and a twink. Right? I don't mean that nastily, right? You would fucking pull in a lot of gays, all right? You would do it in your pants, yeah? Get on Grindr, yeah? Get on only for the fans, or whatever it's fucking called. Put your thing to like looking for men. You will get so fucking many blokes giving you donations and shit, and getting you to do stuff. Stand up when you're riding, mate, yeah? Show us your ball bag conforming to a seat when it's all sweaty. Yep, do all that, mate. Do all that. Yep. Beachy would fucking hell. Yeah. You would. They'd love you, mate. They'd love you. In fact, me and Dieter's mate could give you a trial run, right? You could do it privately for him and see how it goes, and he'll give you an honest bit of feedback. Yeah. Yeah. You never know, mate. Oi, Ash, I reckon the apocalypse has just got started, mate. We all might be getting quite desperate in the future. All right? My money-making scheme is going to be charging my own girlfriend to make love with her. And then the money will just keep going round. Right, and we'll somehow make interest in the relationship, and then we'll end up creating our own international minge fund. We'll inflate the value of our own sex currency, and then it'll all come crashing down when we're both 70 and can no longer get our bits to function. Yeah. 22 regulars and 31 at Cooper's Lodge. Yeah, I'm not being funny. I reckon I might get in bother about that. Yeah. Yeah, Dieter, that cone wrench means that Dieter is she's got the band spanner. If any of you lot play up, Pooh Boy hasn't been back either. Yeah. We should. Do you know what we should do? We should set up a OnlyFans subscribers thing for Beachy. Yeah. Cuba's lawyers. Look at the last yesterday. Day before's podcast, mate. LiveStream. You know what I mean? I'm so old. Right. My last thought on this Insider jersey. That there looks like a Rafa base layer jersey that they've just stretched over someone who's been taking roids a bit. There you go. All right. Next thing then, we are going to look at this here. This has been recommended. Now I'm going to talk about this. This is not a shit product. all right? But someone recommended that I talk about it, all right? But I'm still going to try and make it hilarious, and we're still going to talk about being pimps for Ash, all right? Yeah. This here is a specialised a specialised laser. This is a specialised aluminium with, I believe, what looks like to be a carbon fork. Now, I used to work in a bike shop that was a specialised dealer. And that was my first time in recent years of dealing with specialised, and I have to say, I think they're pretty good. I mean, I'm not like Leisure Tech Hambini level of having bloody X-ray analysis of these fucking things to find voids, but from working with them and seeing how they've designed them, they were overall very good to work with. And when they did fuck up, like when they over-tightened bolts and shit in the factory, which happened of quite a weirdly amount, they were pretty honourable in getting stuff back to us from the supplier very fucking quickly. All right? Yeah, she did want that bike. All right? Peter, give us your fucking insight, mate. Only good for 50k. Is it really, really, really harsh to ride, is it, Pete? Let's listen to what Peter has to say about it first. Is that right? Yeah. I actually did say to Dieter that might be fucking really, really painful to ride. Yeah. All right. So it was just so stiff, was it? So that would be like a crit racing bike. Yeah. Yeah, fair enough. But I have to say that it was very well put together. Did you build it yourself, Pete, this one? And if you did, was it good? Was it fun to build? A rattler. Yeah, really stiff. All right. Thing is, though, right? Nice colour. Yeah, the paint job. Specialised really up their standards on their paint jobs, didn't they, recently? Some of their paintwork's fucking brilliant. All right. Well, look at the next tab, Dave. We're going to get into that. So anyway, my experience with Specialised, working with Specialised bikes, they were good. The frames were good. They came not that this really matters, but they came very fucking well packaged from the factory, which means that they sort of gave a shit. There was all the bolts went into place. Like getting the cables through was a fucking joy, right? Compared to other stuff, all these little rebranded Chinese ones like Factor bikes and all that thing, and black ink. Fucking hell, getting the cables through those things was just awful. Specialised stuff. And whenever a Specialised bike came in, I was like, yeah, it's going to take me 10 minutes and I could just chill for an hour. Yeah, fucking good. All right. So if any of you in the market for a frame, get a Hambini bottom bracket and get a Specialised frame, perhaps, if they fit you and if you like it and if you can handle having your fanny fucking rattled about. Yeah. Yeah, Dieter, you wouldn't have liked this, man. When I say man, I mean woman. All right. Len, let's get into this. Is this the road? Someone wants to look at the new CAD Road Race. Is the CAD frame considered to be a race frame nowadays? I suppose it is. Dave, Cannondale annoy me, right? I've got a Cannondale. They've changed it all, and it all looks a bit... It used to look cool, and now it looks like a packet of smoky bacon crisps. All their stuff has a Walker's smoky bacon crisps vibe to it. You know what I mean? None of it looks rad. Where's the fucking frames? They are. That's a CAD 12 frame. Where's the CAD 13 frame? Do they do a CAD 13 frame? Super Evo frame. Oh no, does that say Rafa on it? They look like Halford's bikes. They do. They look like Halford's bikes, don't they? Oils. I had a CAD 10. Did I? No, I fucking didn't. Did I? What did I have? CAD 9. I had a CAD 9. I had a CAD 9 with a liquid gas paint job, and there's a lad who pops on here sometimes called Cycling in Japan. He bought it off me and he rode the shit out of it. And he rode the shit out of it fucking fast as well. He was, well, I don't want to say uncatchable, but he was bloody good, right? Let's have a look at the vial. Yeah. Look what they've done. Right? I've got the 2 generations ago, what do you call it? Super 6 Evo. Excuse me, cunt. Where's my fucking picture? Right? Right click, open a new tab. Where's my fucking picture, cunt? I'll try again. Right? Right click, open a new tab. Where's my fucking picture, cunt? That's a fail. Click it. Does it somehow go to it? Where's my fucking picture, cunt? What's that? Look at that. Alistair, it's not him. It's not him. That is Ride Japan. Cycling in Japan's a different dude. All right. I also know Ride Japan as well, and I've ridden with him a fair fucking amount. All right. That's not him. Right. Cycling in Japan is a different dude. Where we go. He won't even let me look at it. Fuck. If I open that, will it show me it? Yeah. All right. Well, we can't even do this because they won't let me look at the fucking frame. All right. Well, can we look at a full bike then? That's the Super 6 Evo high mod. CAD, all the CADs are good. That CAD 9 app was brilliant, right? Yeah, Nick's, he's good. Yeah, Ride Japan is good. His name's Tobias, right? He's from Sweden. He's good. He's nice. I know him very well. This here, right? I think that looks pretty cool. I wouldn't particularly buy it because I just buy everything in black, right? But I do like that, and they're using a Power 2 Max power meter, which Rides of Japan. All right, yeah, cool. Rides of Japan. That's the dude. Yeah, I stand corrected. Yeah, they used a Power 2 Max power meter on a Cannondale bike, which I started that fashion, right? They've definitely copied me. And then back in the day, I also did a concept frame design on a bike, which I based on a Super 6 Evo. Then I dropped the seat stud like that. So they've stolen that from me as well. So I designed this, all right? And anyone says that I didn't is a fucking liar. I don't like that bit there because I think that's just an accident waiting to happen, yeah? And I don't fucking like this new stem. I hate all this. The old Super 6 is the greatest of all time. It is. That fucking bike I've got in there is steel. Fucking hell, it's like a carbon arrow, right? That stem is fucking rubbish. It's rubbish. Look at it. Plus, these things, they use this proprietary seat post, don't they? Now, so you can't even buy your own fucking cool seat post. And I don't like that. There's too much. There's a lot that I don't like on it. Those hologram wheels look heavy as shit. And those cranks look like, what even are they? Are they hologram? They're like shit versions of the SISL2s, right? Mate, I hate anything proprietary on bikes. I really do, right? I hate it. Andre, do you have this 2016 team version? I got the... I've got the 2014 fucking Super 6 Evo, mate, and I ain't getting rid of it. Until that thing snaps, that's my bike, all right? And I don't care, because when you're up against the fucking watts, you don't know what your bike is, do you? Right? Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, Dita is... Dita's good at a lot of things, all right? She's good at a lot of things, right? Drawing isn't one of those things, okay? Well, I'm not going to say she's not good. She's got a unique take on drawing, should we say, where let's say correlation between what the image looks like and what the thing in real life looks like is fairly loose, should we say? I wouldn't say negative, but it's not a tight correlation. Yeah, George, you got this. You got the Evo black ink. Yeah, all right. I think the Evo. I've had some amazing times on my Super 6 Evo. I've delivered some absolute beltings on it, and I've had all the emotions on it, and I've been fit as fuck on it, and I've had some scary times. I've had some painful times. I've had some phenomenally fast times. I've climbed on it like a absolute beast. Yeah, man, that thing's fucking brilliant. All right. The Optimo. All right, well, I'll tell you what, should we have a look at Optimo then? Is it a road bike? Race. Oh, okay, CAD Optimo. Let's have a look at a CAD Optimo. Ooh, flat bar. Yeah, hologram was good. Hologram. Spidering was nice, yeah. The one piece, it was so fucking light as well. I went through two of them. The hologram spider with the SOSL2 cranks was unreal. Oh, something's happening. Did you hear that? Someone's just delivered my bike outside. I'll get it in a bit. Anyway, let's have a look at the Optimo. Let's get that around a bit. There we go. Right. What's the difference between that? It's a CAD 10 rebranded. Cool. I've got a mate who's got a CAD 10 and he's had it since it came out. And it's amazing. $56, mate, it's too big for me. That's good though. Right. Is that the old one? Is that the old original one, or is that the second generation one with the various holes cut in the down tube so you can have mechanical or electronic at the same time? Yeah, I don't even want to look at the 13, mate. It made me cry. Okay, so we're going to move on then. That's Cannondale done. I don't know. I couldn't even look at what I wanted to do because their website's shit house. Here, this is what we're going to look at last, all right? Before I go, because it's getting late. All right. What do you all think to that? What do you all think to that? Allow all cookies. There you go. What do you all think to that? What's your opinion on this? I've got my own opinion. SRAM. Yeah. Rubbish. Yeah. Expensive. Looks like a food processor. George, you are fucking funny. Looks like steel design. DUI like, yeah, she's got a steel lawnmower. It fucking does, doesn't it? It looks like, oh God. Yeah, looks like a food processor. Even the advertising does, doesn't it? The advertising looks like it should be sold in a department store to a soccer mum, doesn't it? Yeah, right. Still, mate, that lawnmower outside, mate, it's battery operated. It's fucking well good. Well good. I've killed 4 cats with it. Yeah. This, to me, I sound like a millennial. Sorry. This, when people say this to me, of course to you, you're fucking saying it, cunt. Right? This looks like there's so much to hate on this picture I'm looking at. Nutribullet X SRAM oils. I'll tell you what, right? There's some fucking banter lords in here tonight. You keep this up. This is great. I'll start paying you to be here. All right. This to me, to me, I've done it again. There's so much to fucking hate in this picture. There's so much to hate. And I'm going to start right. I'm going to start on the right-hand side. The sensor is better. Yeah, I would rather have, Nick, you're right. I would rather have that sensor group set than this fucking thing. And there's various reasons to hate it. And there's also a personal reason for me to hate this as well. Right. I'm going to start from the right-hand side of the screen. Okay. Let's look at the chain. Why have they done that? It looks like fuck, you keep that coming. All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do, yeah? You lot keep telling me what this thing looks like, and then after the chat, I'm going to assemble them all into a single post, and we're going to post them on my YouTube channel. All right? Okay. Right. That chain, why have they made that flat top thing? That flat top thing reminds me of chains that were made back in the BMX days where when you're like sliding down handrails and shit and grinding on your bike, you'd often bang your chain if you slipped, and you could split a link. Some company called, I don't know what the fuck it was called, Primo maybe, they made a chain with a flat top to it, which allegedly would snag less, right? That reminds me of that, okay? I don't really see any fucking reason for it. Dura Ace chain hasn't got that, and Dura Ace chain the best, so fuck that shit, all right? Next thing that annoys me in this picture, I'll get my mouse, this whole cassette. I bought a 32-tooth SRAM cassette once before Dura Ace did their 30-tooth one, and it was so fucking annoying. It sounded like a tin can, all right? Really fucking annoying. That metal colour at the top, that really annoys me as well for some reason. I think they should just make it all from that other metal, all from titanium, I guess. I don't know what that top one is. It looks shit, right? This whole thing, this whole look, what? How do I describe this? They're mechs, they're oversized, sort of futuristic, angular thing with little bleeps and stuff. Right. Shimano Dura Ace stuff looks fucking brilliant. Shimano Dura Ace has an almost original Star Wars sort of vibe to it. It's almost, there's a 1970s-ness to it. Even now with the modern stuff, it recalls the stuff from the 70s, that sort of design, right? This stuff here, this SRAM shit, feels like the same feeling I get when I go and see one of the new Star Wars films and they've overly fucking done the CGI to the point where you're not sure if you're watching Star Wars or you're watching one of the fucking Transformers films. You don't know. It looks like that sort of, you know what I mean, that four-legged spidery bloke with the long nose and the fucking light-up eyes that was one of the evil guys in one of the Star Wars films. Yeah, mid-2000s gaming PC. Yeah, it's got that vibe. Yeah, exactly. It doesn't work with me. Do you know what it looks like? That rear mech has a sort of Desert Eagle vibe to it. And I'm more of a Luger fan. You know what I mean? And it's got RGB on it. Yeah, exactly, Lalel. Hello, Lalel. It's got RGB on it. Yeah. And it's all this, like, shiny... Yeah, it's fucking annoying. This, like, smoky little finished thing on it. Silver. I don't know, it just... I should like it, but I hate it. It looks like the interior. It looks like the interior of a car that you've bought, that you can't afford, that you're buying to impress someone with. It looks like the interior of a 2019, like, top of the line, fucking, I don't know, whatever it is. Yeah? Do you know what I mean? It's that. I just hate the look of it. It's a Yeezy group set. Yeah. Simon 13, you can't handle the truth 13. Oh, sorry, mate. Yeah, that is true. I'll make my head smaller. Yeah. There you go. Sorry, Simon 13, you can't handle the truth. Sorry, 33, you can't handle the truth 33. You are completely correct. I was in the way. Right. There you go. Yeah. Designed by committee, car interior. Yeah, exactly. I don't like it. There's something about it, right? The only good thing about this is the gear ratios. I have to hand it to them, were pretty cool. There was a wide range of ratios, and you know what I mean? Like the ratio across the whole group set was pretty cool, I think. The fact that you can't replace those chain rings, though, right? And then when it dies, you have to chuck the whole fucking thing in the bin. When these teeth wear out, let that fucking sink in. You've got to chuck that whole fucking thing in the bin when the fucking teeth wear out. Can we just think about that for a minute? You've got to chuck the whole thing in the bin when the teeth wear out. How irresponsible is that in terms of waste in the earth? You've got to throw away something which is perfectly serviceable because of a part which is a wearing part wears out because they didn't want to put a little bolt there, right? They didn't want to put a bolt there, a bolt there, a bolt there, a bolt there, right? You've got to literally throw a power meter and cranks in the bin. It's one of the most stupid things ever. James H. Oh, is there a model with a replaceable power meter? Right. Well, if anyone buys this, anyone wants to buy this, and you're free to buy whatever the fuck you want, you better be buying the fucking one with replaceable chain rings, mate. Right? Any of you lot. Oh yeah, Mark. It's just 20 grams lighter though, isn't it, mate? Yeah. Yeah. Fucking hell. It's unreal. Like I can't get my head around how it's obscene, right? It's obscene that that's happening. Like I put this in the same sort of category as people who go watching horse racing and the horse dies, but they're doing it, oh fuck it, or you know they'll like they'll have so much money they'll just go and fucking burn £1 million in a field for a laugh. I know the KLF did that, but you know what I mean? It's that. It's awful. Ronnie would fucking love this. He would buy 10 of them, wouldn't he, John? Yeah. What a prick. Yeah. Really, really bad. Let's look at their spiel, shall we? Exploring new limits has never been easier. Never been easier. Exploring new limits has never been easier. Right? What are you fucking talking about? What are you talking about, cunt? Exploring new limits is never been easier. How much fucking money does this thing cost? And how hard is it to get that much money for most people? Penis. Exploring new limits is never been easier. What are you talking about? It offers a wide range and closer progression, yeah. So you're always in the right gear. I'm always in the right gear. If I'm not in the right gear, I'll change gear. A quiet, secure and smooth ride. So is mine, I lube it, right? A system that does exactly what you want when you want it. No, mate, it doesn't do exactly what I want because when the fucking teeth wear out, I have to chuck the whole thing away. That's not doing what I want, is it? All right? That's doing what you want. Oh, it's still wireless. Oh, thank fuck for that. David Conroy, can you replace it? If you can replace it, I'm massively mistaken, but I was under the impression that you couldn't. Anyway, let's carry on. XS enabled. Yeah, a Star Wars robot on a desert planet. Yeah, it looks like one of them aerial shots, doesn't it? It looks like it's it looks like an aerial shot from one of the Star Wars films when they're going across to like some cantina thing. You know what I mean? Like those little pods racing. And you're like, and there's a sunset. You know what I mean? Oh, Andre, thank fuck. I thought I'd matched it. It's glued. Yeah, yeah. David, I think that we were told earlier that there is a version that is bolt on, and if you're going to buy one, you should buy that. But this one's all the cranks and the chain rings and the power meter are all the power meter and the chain rings are all one piece. Fuck. All right, cool. Thought I'd fucked up there. I haven't. Easily personalised for hand size and reach. Every fucking set of shifters since 15 years ago, you can just adjust the reach. That's not something to make an entire bit of a website about. the heart of the connected cadre. What does that mean? Sounds like what hi-fi talk to me. Advanced chain management keeps it silent and secure no matter the terrain. No matter the terrain. No matter the terrain. All right. What about if you decide to ride through a bubble pit? Now, what if you What if you decide to get an Olympic-sized swimming pool and fill it with marbles, and then decide to ride through that? Would your advanced chain management keep it silent and secure under that terrain? Would it? Would it? What if you decided to ride it through the event horizon of a black hole? Then, would it stay silent and secure in that terrain? Would it? What if you decided to ride it into the blades of a combine harvester? Which, if you're Ronnie, you might want to think about. Would it then stay silent and secure under that terrain? Would it? Don't think it would it? Right. More useful gearing and better shifting across all configurations. That really doesn't really mean much, does it, that sentence? Designed with Quark D0 power measurement integrated into the crank system. All right. Why don't you just get a pair? Why don't you just get some? Why don't you just get a Quark power meter then? The red chain redeveloped from the ground up. So they laid on the ground, did they? In their Lecole X Wahoo indoor cycling kits, they laid on the ground together, holding hands. Right? What they probably did was all of them got all those guys together. All right. Is that true? Is that true? The down universe, the down underverse. Yeah. Yeah. Heath, all right, mate. It's unsellable. Heath, can you imagine how annoyed I am at this fucking... Can you imagine how shit that would be, right? Me and Heath are Dura Ace boys from back in the day, yeah? Right? Fucking... Well, Heath, we've had some good rides, haven't we? Fuck me. Anyway, yeah, the cassette, the workhorse of X-range gearing, it's specifically designed for wireless electronic shifting. How? How is that specifically designed for wire electronic shifting? How? And the one-piece design offers you the best in weight savings. Anyway, this is fucking insane. Look at this guy. Oh, join the SRAM family. No, I just don't want to. All right. Dee has asked an interesting question. Is there such a thing as, Shimano, Andre Shimano. No one rides SRAM here. No. Shimano's the only one to ride, really. It is. Campag if you get it for free, right? Sensor if you want to, right? Beach, you're being funny, man. Yeah. So anyway, Dee's asked a question. Is there such a thing as a cycling multi-level marketing company? The whole fucking thing, Dita, is essentially multi-level marketing, right? You've got a few vendors. Oh, mate, me too, man. My Durace is still going. My fucking Durace is still going. Unbelievable. I'll tell you what, right? Those 6,500 kilometres that Heath has put through his Durace as well have not been fucking pretty for that gear set. Fuck me. Right? Have not been pretty. Jesus. I've seen him wear out a fucking outer chainring. Like, it was nothing. I was confused. I couldn't understand what was going on at first. I was like, that must be a chain, mate. Nah, he just fucking wore it out. Yeah. What's I saying? Yeah, the whole thing's multi-level marketing. You've got a few vendors at the top. You've got a whole mid-range of people who are like rebranding stuff. And you've got all these shops underneath. There's fucking tons of them. Then the shops are employing all these brand ambassadors, right? To market their stuff for free with the promise that they can move up in the chain maybe one day. Then you got all the people, then you got all the customers buying it, who some of them sometimes try and get involved in that world and think it's a blessing to become a brand ambassador with promise of moving up. And the guys at the top are making the wedge, and everyone else is scrabbling around for the tiniest of margins. It really is multi-level marketing already, kind of. You know what I mean? And on that bombshell, I'm going to fuck off, right? Because I've been online for nearly 2 hours now. I've got a sore throat. All right. So everyone, that was good tonight. Can I once again give a big thank you to the people who donated money? Fucking unbelievable. All right. Really appreciate that. Any money that I do get from this chat will be spent on things involving my channel and videos and piss taking, right? So yeah, excellent. This will be uploaded soon, and then when is it, someone was saying the other day, sometimes when these videos get uploaded, you can't see you can't replay the live chat. Well, you can, but it takes longer for the live chat to get scanned and uploaded with the video. I think they're probably just scanning it for any sort of 5G or Hitler chat, aren't they? So just leave it for a bit and then it will be uploaded later on and you'll be able to watch it back. Yeah. So yeah, I'm off. Anyway, I'll go on tomorrow. And tomorrow, hopefully, if I can get it set up. Oh yeah, the Down Underverse. This is your first one? All right, man. Well, welcome. Thank you. Come again anytime, man. Tomorrow we're going to crack into the old Ham Beanie remix, I reckon, if I can get it set up. That might take a while. All right. Yeah. Later. See ya.